Muscatine.com. Download it today. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another edition of Jerry's Outdoor Show, powered by CWB Construction, The Country Gun Store, Quality Garage Door, Big Papa's Nuisance Wildlife Control, Tailwater Marine, and Wolf Contracting. Give Jerry's Outdoor Show a like on Facebook and check out the show archives on Podbean and iTunes. And without any further ado, here is the man with the plan, Jerry.
Good Friday, good Friday, good Friday, good Friday, good Friday. Is it really loud? Crank yours down.
No, I can't hear you, Jerry.
You can't hear me at all?
No, I can hear you now.
You hear me now. Do you hear me now? It's Good Friday.
Good
It's
Friday.
Good Friday, Good
so
Friday.
what is Good Friday?
Well, I was going to ask you because you are the religious
Well,
component to
I am. Well,
you-
someone has to be that side.
Right.
So,
I mean, you're a youth pastor.
yeah, I
aren't
am.
you? I mean, you do
For
a
our
lot
youth
with
at
the youth.
Solid Rock Baptist Church in Wapello, we help the kidlins out, which is fun. I used to start with the little kids. Now we're up to the teenagers, and I may want to go back to the little kids.
Right. But it works so well.
But of course, the little kids were all bad. Were they exciting?
Yeah.
The small kids. But no, Good Friday is yeah. Does anybody know? What Good Friday?
Yeah. I'm going to go to one of your sermons. And God is, yeah, that's all right. So let's pass around the basket.
I'm not a
ordained.
Ordained. Well, actually, I'm ordained. I went online and
ordained yourself?
bought the package.
Did you?
And I married my daughter. With yeah. I married my daughter. Well, I didn't
better
marry my daughter.
Phrasing.
You're down south of Buffalo. You better
married
explain
my
that.
daughter and son-in-law. How's that?
You performed the ceremony.
I performed the ceremony.
Okay.
I think it's called
That sounds
marrying.
better than I married my daughter.
Well, I think it's called marrying them, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, yeah.
how
So
much
Good
is-
Friday was the day that Jesus actually was crucified.
Right.
And went in front of Pontius. I think it was the morning of, went to Pontius Pilate and said, he said, all the, the long story. You guys should read it. It's a good story. And was sent to the cross and rose on the third day. Yeah. So Good Friday, though it doesn't seem like it should be good,
Right, exactly. It did work out too
that
well
always
for
was
Jesus.
well, but it worked out good for us. So that's kind of what's cool about it, because Sunday was, or you're thinking when I was a kid, Friday, Good Friday, Jesus was killed.
Right,
That was that good.
Exactly.
But it actually was awesome because
and
it was
if you watched the Mel
right.
Gibson interpretation of it.
Right, that's a good. Passion of Christ is a.
good God.
You know what? If people haven't seen that, that is a
yeah.
good,
Yep.
good
It,
story.
it really is. But my cousins the other day said, yeah, we got together and watched the Passion of the Christ. This was nowhere near Easter, and I said, you just got together and watched it. That was the family movie of the night. That's what you guys chose. I mean, it's a good movie, but
well,
it's a tough one to watch.
Right, and a lot of pastors and ministers said that was very accurate. They believe so, very close. So a lot of died for a good cause, and that's what made it Good Friday.
All right.
Saved us. All right, Jerry.
Speaking of dying for a good cause,
What are we dying on now?
we're dying on this right now. No, we're talking about what's going on and everything with Good Friday. I believe it's typical. I don't know if you guys talked about this morning, but also another Good Friday tradition, and I don't know, maybe this is antiquated now, but don't you plant your potatoes?
Oh, is that?
Don't you don't
that
are
what
you
they
supposed
say?
to plant something on
What
Good
are
Friday?
those wives or them old
The old wives'
tales or almanac?
Right,
Did you
right.
check your almanac this morning, Jerry?
No.
What the almanac say?
Well, the internet section was down. The internet, almanac.com
Almanac.com.
didn't have much to say about it. I don't get the notifications or the reminders out there what's going on. But no, what we can't talk
sorry.
about. Are you all right?
Yeah, I hit them.
Okay.
I'm getting hot in here, Jerry.
Are you?
It's hot in the studio.
You're tearing the studio apart. Wow. You're not having a flash.
Where's the camera?
I mean, we are both part of the stint club here. You're not.
Oh, I know.
You're not going down, are you?
Not yet.
Yeah, that's the same thing I said when mine happens. Oh, my wife, you're having a heart attack. Oh, no, get out of here. Get in there, doctor. Yeah, you are. Okay.
And then, for some reason, when you left, I felt fine.
There you go. Da-dum, bum. Well, if you offer them less money, they don't.
Oh, my
But
God.
it goes
So this is a good
Anyway,
Friday. It is
Good
wonderful out. It's
Friday.
beautiful. Weather's good. God's
The
given us
weather's
a beautiful
good.
day.
It's a little blustery out there.
but-
A little bit on the blustery side, Christopher Robin.
Well, we went to a track meet last night, and it was a little cold.
A little cold. Well, you know, the thing is, I'm getting people, they're asking me about fish. Hey, Jerry, what's fish doing? Fish today, right now, in the next couple weeks, it's probably going to be a little screwy. I don't know. Next week looks pretty good, but we can't have 2 days of warm and then 3 days of cold. 2 days warm,
Yeah,
3
yeah.
days.
That's
It
hard
stirs
on
the
it.
fish
It's
up.
hard on the body.
It's
Hard
up
on the
and
fish.
down. When we get to the fishing report, I think you'll see a little bit more positive number. But we want that 55-degree temp. If we can get that 55-degree temp, and then things are going to start happening. And they are starting to happen, and we might as well just roll into your fishing report right now and tell you what's happening around
So
the area.
are people off today fishing? Are people
ones-
off on Good Fridays?
The ones I saw. The ones
Okay.
I saw. I'm off.
You're at Jerry's fishing. Right the minute we're done here,
Well,
it's,
not really. We'll
Jerry's gonna be
continue.
fishing with that new depth finder that he just got. That I just found out
You
about.
just,
It was
you
a wonderful.
just can't let it go. Just can't let
I
it
like
go.
to see
It's
that.
old news.
I like to see that.
Well, there'll be plenty of pictures of it on Facebook.
I want to see that in-store use fish finder. How do we use that in the
It's
store?
marketing. It's marketing, brother. Can people say, where'd you get that?
It's like that
magazine?"
magazine of ammo that I have for in-store use only,
Right,
sitting on the
exactly,
counter.
Exactly. When people see
It's time now for your fishing report, brought to you by
All right, that's a
Jerry's
good
Bait
idea.
and Tackle, Muscatine's
He's gotta
favorite
shut
bait
us off
shop
sometime.
at 810 Park Avenue.
he's taking,
We were
he's
done.
taking- We are done. We're done now. So let's get on with your fishing report. Like I was talking about, I ain't gonna waste a lot of your time with the river out there. Yes, the river is falling right now, but look, it's gonna come right back up. My buddy's up there in Redwood, Minnesota. You hear this music?
I do. What's that to do with fishing report?
I don't know. Sounded good. Oh, yeah, all right. But anyway, up in Redwood, Minnesota, they got 4 inches of rain, 2 inches of rain, 3 inches of rain. It's
And 18
coming,
inches of snow.
and it's coming our way. They're expecting to crest up there on Tuesday,
Oh.
which is going to take about 4 or 5 days for it to get down to us. So yes, the Mississippi River, where we're at, is dropping. But look, about Wednesday, it's going to start creeping right back up, and we'll be back in the 20 plus.
Jerry, you didn't ask me about my report today. My Iowa River piers.
Really?
I say
Are they next to the pylons?
right next to the pylons.
Now, we're-
piled up
we're-
on bricks.
we're those-
Sandstone blocks.
The pylons, weren't they in Star Trek or was that?
Oh no, that was the
Battlestar
Slee Stacks. That was the
Galactica?
Slee Stacks.
No, that's Land of the Lost.
Remember those guys?
You know what? I was just thinking about that the other day. I was flipping through something on YouTube. I don't know. It started with Queen, and then somehow it landed on H&R Puffin stuff. Remember H&R Puffin
The
stuff?
purple dinosaur?
No, that was.
No, I know
that was
H.R.
No, H&R Puffin. Don't you think some of those cartoons or live action things they did in the 70s were made on purpose for people that would still be high on
Getting up in the next day.
Saturday morning, they're still tripping.
With-
So they made these cartoons, and well, this is a cartoon. It's like, wait a second.
Well, if you look deep into them, they always have adult humor in them.
Right,
Like, the kids aren't
exactly.
getting it, but the adults are.
Right. I don't know.
Innuendos of adult humor.
Right, exactly. And at the tender age of 52, hey, wait a minute.
Right.
They're talking about sex.
So when the Cookie Monster
sex,
ate all those
cookies.
cookies, what did that mean?
Right,
Cookie
exactly.
Monster.
Well, now today, the big
Anyway.
thing is to go on these internet things where they look up like Winnie the Pooh or stuff from our childhood, and they put
Oh.
all the psychological disorders.
Oh,
that
really?
Those yeah, because Winnie the Pooh was about overeating. Oh, well, this is not a very good message. to
Shouldn't have been
children
eating that
because
honey.
They're eating the honey, and they're getting the results from doing it. It's really bad for your
I'm
body.
healthy. I eat my honey every day.
Okay, there you go. So I don't even know where the hell we were at now because we somehow ventured off the so
Pooh.
far
So
off
they
the track.
were really dogging poo on that.
Yeah,
I don't
they're
get it.
dog and poo.
Honey's
I'm
good.
like, what the hell, man? What the hell? But anyway, all right, let's
Christopher
get back.
Robin, that was a cool dude. I love that.
Did you
guy.
see the movie? The new movie?
No.
Yeah, it's
I need
like
to.
he's grown up.
I'm gonna
now and
watch it.
Forgot all about his childhood.
I'm gonna watch that.
just fast forward to the end.
All right.
I watched it.
You did? Was the ending the same?
I have 5-year-old, 7-year-old, 9-year-old nephews. You know, so
Wow.
there you
I've never seen Wizard of Oz, so I don't even know.
You have never seen
I've
The
never
Wizard of
watched The
Oz.
Wizard of Oz.
Is that like anti-religious? thing, or
No,
is it-
I just, now that I haven't seen it, I don't want to see it.
Did you ever do the thing with the Pink Floyd thing? And
No, I've heard about that.
should do it.
Can
It's
you
cool.
do it?
Yeah, you can. But it won't last for
Is
so
it-
long. All right.
All right, well, now back to the fishing
Right, now
report.
back to the fishing report. So anyway, where are we at? We haven't even started. We took care of the Mississippi River. Mississippi River's going to be screwed for a while. Don't worry about it. Big Hollow Lake. Just a few anglers getting out with the warm water, or warm weather, rather. Water temperatures around 50 degrees. Largemouth bass fair. Anglers are catching a few bass. Look for them on the north side in the shallows where the sun hits the water. Bluegill is rated as fair. Work the shallower brush piles in the sun. Muskie are fair. Anglers are catching an occasional muskie while fishing for bass. Not quite 40 inches yet, which you have to have down in Big Hollow. So, see, we're getting up into that 50. If we get up into that 55, things are really going to start happening. I'm getting some good reports. I stopped down there this morning, Deep Parks Lake.
Yeah.
I always have dyslexia
Wow.
with that. The bluegill are really starting to bite down
Really?
there. I was talking to a bunch of guys this morning that were down there fishing it, and they were pulling them up when I was down there. Red worms are working good.
A
down
guy
there.
come in, was it Lake Darling, and said they weren't hitting much on.
They're not. It's gonna.
I mean-
it's gonna be different wherever you go, and if you can get where that sun's gonna target that water the most and warm it up, you're gonna get more activity in there. So
And Lake
thank-
Darling's over what, by Brighton?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. it's
Nice
down there.
lake. I guess they redid that,
Oh, yeah.
restocked it. And
Yeah, I've been down there
So,
many a time.
wow.
The Discovery
With your
Park
new
out
fish
there,
finder?
plenty of, not yet. I will be. Plenty of trout, and I'll be putting up pictures because it's advertised. I can write it off.
hey, I
There
want
you
to
go.
see, yeah, how many pictures we have on our website and all that contest stuff. Is that coming on?
Yeah, that's all coming on.
It's all.
Can I get through the
Oh,
report?
go ahead,
first?
Jerry.
Can I have your permission?
I'm just trying to
finish
lighten
with
the report up a little bit. It gets a little boring.
Really? I haven't said anything that's related to the report yet. We're talking about.
We haven't even started
We're talking
yet.
about H&R Pump
Yeah.
and stuff and everything else. People are
Poo.
like,
How could they dog poo like that? I just don't get it.
look it, it's on the internet.
I
man.
don't-
The
I'm not
world
get-
will change. The revolution will be televised.
Yeah,
There it
okay.
is right there. Okay, plenty of trout are left over at Discovery Park. That's where the hell we
That's
are.
fun.
Past the spring stocking on March 29th.
Yeah.
Next couple of days look nice to take your kids out fishing. Though, you must have a fishing license and pay a trout fee to fish or possess brook trout or rainbow trout. That's what they have stocked out there. So let me explain it to you again. You have to have your regular fishing license to fish it, period. All right?
Okay.
Then you have to have a trout stamp
Trout
that
stamp.
goes with it, like turkey tags or anything
Right.
else. Put it in your nomenclature. All right.
Yep.
Now, if you have your child fishing with you, they don't have to have a fishing license if they're under the age of 16. But if they're going to keep trout, then what they keep goes on to your limit. So your kid catches a trout, you can catch 4. Your kid catches 2 trouts, you can have 3. But if you want your kid's limit, even though he doesn't have a fishing license,
He can get a stamp.
he has to get a
There
stamp.
you
So
go.
you have to have 2 trout.
And what is
trout
the
stamps.
limit?
Limit is 5.
Five per
5
day?
per day. Yep, 5 per day.
Is there a
and you
possession
have-
limit?
Possession is 10.
total.
Usually in Iowa, possession limit is always twice of what your
The daily limit?
is. Right.
Do you have to have a stamp if you're not keeping the trout?
No.
No, so
you
you-
have to release them immediately.
Okay.
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 But usually, why people are out there fishing, they're fishing for the trout.
They're fishing for the trout.
Right.
Gotcha.
Right.
Well, and they put them out there not really to
Yeah.
to
they're
release.
not- right,
I know
exactly.
everybody's going, oh my
Right.
gosh, remember the release?
right.
We release everything that we
Right,
get.
right,
but
right.
they're made to catch
They are
and take.
made to catch.
They
They're
won't
made to
probably
be consumed.
survive.
A lot of
Possibly.
things with, and that's why I'm not big on the releasing of the trout because trout are very soft fish. Especially like the rainbows, when you go to grab them to take the hook out, I mean, you're
Right.
bruising them up right there.
Right.
And the stress and that, and you're going to, if you release him, he might survive, but, 10 minutes later, hey, there's a float. There's
So
a
how
trout
good is
floating
trout
out.
to eat? I have
Very
not.
good, very good.
I have not. Do you flay them generally?
Yeah, yeah. Well, you can butterfly them. You can, and they're very easy to clean.
Are
You
they?
just get
Are they
one-
you skin or is it scale?
No,
Or
you
is
can
it-
leave the skin on them.
Okay.
You prefer to leave the skin on 'em, you can butterfly them open, put
Oh.
some butter, garlic, wrap them up, throw them in the oven. Great
All right.
campfire, whatever. I'm sure the folks at Discovery Park don't want you making a campfire
Well,
there.
can you
Cook 'em
do?
up.
You maybe you can't. Well, they have.
know.
I don't know if they have girls there or not.
You'll be the thing.
I
No,
don't
they
know. I
got
don't know.
girls. They got girls.
They got girls.
They got
Well,
girls
good.
and
Well, as long
boys.
as they have girls, we'll go fishing.
Are you talking about grills?
Grills, yes,
Ah,
Jerry.
gotcha,
Grills.
gotcha.
Get in my
Now,
grill.
you mean like grill,
Get
like,
up
like
in
a
my grill.
barbecue, or are you
A
talking
barbecue
like your
grill.
Okay. Now,
What
like
grill
your
are you
grill
talking
that
about?
The ones that you put in your teeth. And,
No, not those grills.
When you were a DJ there for a while.
I was a DJ.
He had a big ring said money on it.
It didn't say money. It said poor. I was a DJ.
Yeah, you know, exactly.
George knows what I'm talking
George is
about.
Shaking his head.
Darn it.
Preach, brother, preach.
Karaoke Saturday nights. I know.
So anyway,
I drank more than I sang.
The trout have settled down out there, so they're making it a lot easier for them to catch out there. Lake Belvedere, water temperature is around 50 degrees. Largemouth bass are slow. A few bass were caught during the warmer weather along the riprap in the sun. Lake Darling water temperature is 52, see it's a little bit warmer. On Thursday morning, water clarity remains about 2.5 feet. The docks are put in at the boat ramps. Largemouth bass are slow. Black crappie are slow, and they're catching those around brush piles. It'll be a while before they move shallow. So, well, like I said, we get to that 55, the net kicks in. The water temp is going to be what's going to,
I've never seen a black crappie.
Black crappie?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like a white crappie, but darker.
But
Smaller.
but black?
Right.
Okay, good. Like,
Yeah.
good thing we
You
cleared
know what
that
a
up.
crappie is?
A crappie? Crappie?
Crappie?
It's crappie.
Because every time
I have seen
somebody
a
will put
crappie.
like a picture of a bluegill
Yeah,
up,
I've seen
and you'll
it.
go, "Hey Jerry, that's a nice crappie."
Well,
God, that makes me.
Jerry. Well, no, I have.
It'd be just like me holding up this.
That's a nice shotgun.
Oh, that's a nice revolver you got there.
But I know the difference. I did. We had Jeff Weicker from
Yep.
Metal Marsh,
Yep.
who makes really cool metal artwork. He made some fish for us.
Yeah, we
And
got
he had
the one
crappie
that's on
and bluegill
display,
in there.
and then we also have one that's
He
for sale.
took that back. He
did
sold
he?
it, I think.
Did he?
Yep. That's
Oh.
no longer in the shop.
Really?
There you go.
What's
It's
that
gone.
there last night?
No,
Did I miss it?
it's not there.
Huh?
But it was cool. He makes tree stumps out of metal and
Yep. Very, very cool. Check 'em out. Check 'em
metalmarsh.com.
out.
It's cool.
Okay, let's see.
Yep.
Lost Grove. Boat docks are in at the ramps. Largemouth bass fair. Anglers continue to pick up some bass into flooded timber on sunny afternoons. See, it's all in the afternoon. It's all temperature related.
It's all sunny.
Yep, black crappie slow. Anglers picking up a few crappies in flooded timber, a little deeper water. Corville Res. I was talking to a guy yesterday coming to shop for a bunch of minnows. He was headed up there. He says they're picking them up about 20 foot down there. That's where the crappie
I didn't
are
know
biting.
that
They're
lake.
still
Well,
deep.
there is parts
Yep,
of that
yep,
lake.
right. The lake level as of April 18th is 685 feet and is falling. It is predicted to finally reach spring pool of 679 feet on April 24th. There's been very little fishing activity on the lake. No reports
lake?
available. That's the Corville Reservoir.
Oh,
Yep.
that lake's that deep.
No, everybody
I
gets
know.
screwed up
It's
by
just
that.
the number.
There's two different ways that we can measure the depth of a lake.
Yeah.
Like the river will say it's 14 or
Okay.
Cedar River is a better example.
All right.
Cedar River around here we say it's 10 feet, it's 12 feet, whatever. Up in Waterloo, they'll say it's 382 or 92 feet. It's because they go off
Wherever
of
they
what's called
measure.
a datum.
Yeah.
And that could be like a statue in the town square or whatever, and they add that all in. It's kind of like your mean sea level.
Right. So it's just an average.
Right. It's just
Mark.
an average of what.
Right,
it
that's
is.
not-
And it depends
right.
because yeah.
Always thought
no,
that was
it's-
interesting. Oh, the Mississippi is 42 feet. No.
Right.
But
And the tailwater stage
Yeah.
is 3 feet. How barges even
Yeah, how they get-
moved? It's not even working out. Diamond Lake. I've been
Yep.
to this lake. This is a nice lake. The fish cleaning station and restrooms are open for season. Black crappie are good. The warm up push crappie shallower. Tube jigs and jigs tipped with worms work best. Some limits have been reported. They are probably liars, I'm going to guess.
Where's that
Anyway,
at?
That's Diamond Lake. That's out
Diamond
on
Lake.
Interstate 80.
Wow.
It's about.
I've never heard of
I can't remember the town that it's next to, but it's not that far. It's about an hour and a half away.
All right.
It's
Well, they're
pretty-
having
pretty
good
nice
luck there
lake.
then.
Yep. Lake McBride, the water temperature this week is about 50 degrees. Walleyes are fair. Some fish, mostly males, are very shallow, while others are still out deeper. The shallow bite should improve as water temperatures warm. Black crappie, fair. Some fish are on deep brush, while others are pushing shallower. Wipers, or the hybrid striped bass, are starting to move shallower and begin to chase the bait and lures. And finally, we never thought this one would get here, the Rathbun Reservoir. The current lake level is 906.31. Normal operating elevation is 904. So they're 2 foot higher
Yeah.
than they normally
Right,
are.
right.
Remember, the lake has zebra mussels, water temperatures in the upper 40s. Catfish are rated as fair. They're catching channel catfish, use cut bait. Black crappie are slow because they're still out in the deeper water. So that's what's going on. As we know, this time of year, things are going to change daily. We're going to be, one day we were doing good, next day not so good. So they're at the part where they're starting to stage. They're starting to move up.
So this is, it's going to be getting good.
It's going to be getting
It's
good.
getting good.
Once it gets, like I said, once we get to a temperature of 55 degrees and it maintains, which next week looks pretty good. It looks like we stay in the 60s and the 70s pretty much all of next week. It's when we have the two, this weekend. All right, what is today? 40 something, maybe 60. Sunday it's going to be 80 degrees. And everybody's going to be, oh man, it's 80 degrees. Fish should be biting. Water takes an incredibly long time to warm up.
If you don't think so, jump in.
Right, exactly. And I went past Chicken Creek, and there was a boat out there this morning. And I didn't get a chance to talk to him because some idiot was behind me on the bridge while I'm trying to roll down the window and yell at the guy, Hey, what are you guys doing out
Can you
there?"
believe the people that are upset, that Jerry's upset with it? They're sitting behind you when you need to stop on the middle of a bridge.
They see
What's
the
wrong with
sticker-
people?
They see the sticker on
What
the
is
truck.
wrong with people?
This is official fishing
Right.
business, people.
You're trying to holler out at the guy on
If
the
I had
pier.
a ticket book, boy, by God.
Was he by a pylon or a
By the
pier?
power. No, he was actually by some culverts.
Culver's.
Look at that.
Whoa, that's a new one.
That's not the place to put some pickle on top of the sandwich. Culverts. Anyway, so hey, let's slide into a commercial break. We're going to be right back. Let's see if we can gain some composure of this speeding train that's gone off the track on Jerry's Outdoor Show.
Hi, this is Zach Boots, owner of ZWB General Construction. I'm a local business and always on the job site.
Garages, metal frame shops, man cave combo buildings, room additions, and new home construction.
Remember me, Zach Boots and ZWB Construction. See my work on Facebook.
Booking roofing, concrete, and siding jobs now.
Call now for free estimates. 563-260-2786. That's 563-260-2786, and you can be the next job well done.
Country Store Guns in West Liberty has it all. Handguns, rifles, shotguns, scopes, cases, and more. They buy, sell, and even repair right there in their store. You can find Country Store Guns in West Liberty and view all their guns in store or check out their online shop, www.countrystoreguns.com. You can also find them on gunbroker.com. For a large variety and high quality firearms, shoot on over to Country Store Guns at 1604 Elder Avenue in West Liberty.
Whether you're looking for a new garage door or someone to service your current garage door, call me Dave from Quality Garage Doors. We service all makes and styles of garage doors. Give me a call today at 563-506-1032 for all your garage service needs.
Hey, don't you go anywhere. We've got more of Jerry's Outdoor Show.
No man alive likes to be called a high smelling and low down.
Right here on KPC AM 860. And FM 95.1.
Peppy? Peppy Possum, that you? Why, Randy Raccoon, what in tarnation are you up to? I'm on the lam of that dead burn ray at Big Papa's Nuisance Wildlife Control. Today he done rounded up my brother Rufus and his bunch. I tell you, Peppy, he is a menace.
For removal of skunks, bats, groundhogs, raccoons, and more, call or text Ray at Big Papa's Nuisance Wildlife Control, 563-299-9664. That's 299-9664. And check out his Facebook page and website, bigpapasnwc.com.
Spring is finally here, and Tailwater Marine wants to help you get back on the water. Conveniently located downriver from downtown Muscatine, Tailwater specializes in all things on the water. From pleasure boats to fishing boats, they have the skills to repair and the accessories to customize your boat. If your boat or engine needs major repairs, drive service, or an engine rebuild, schedule an appointment today. Call Nigel at Tailwater Marine, 563-264-BOAT. That's 563-264-2628.
Wolf Contracting in Muscatine has been proudly serving the commercial and industrial construction and remodeling needs of eastern Iowa for years. They specialize in new construction, additions, and remodeling for commercial and industrial buildings. Wolf Contracting has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, which is an amazing testament to the quality of their work. Wolf Contracting. Their prices are fair. Call Wolf Contracting today for a quote or a consultation and see for yourself. Call 263-5406.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Now it's time for the Patriot Report, brought to you by Mitchell Arms and Ammo. Yes, Troy Mitchell keeps an eagle eye on the national headlines to make sure that pinko commie liberals don't push their America-hating agenda on our society. Without further ado, here's Troy Mitchell.
Well, hello, true-blooded red Americans.
Have you ever had a hamburger, Troy? Let me interrupt your segment by telling
Come
you about
on
this
in,
stuff.
Jerry. When
You
I
ever
say
had
something you
Mount
don't
Iced
understand, Jerry, you come right in.
Okay, what are pylons? I don't understand what pylons are.
I don't either, Jerry. But here at the Patriot Report. We haven't had one in a while, Jerry. It's been
exactly. So this should
we
be-
always have a guest or something.
Yeah.
And then we don't have the.
We don't have them today.
So what I like
It's
to
Good
do,
Friday. People
we
are-
like to highlight maybe legislative things that are going on, or good Second Amendment things that might be happening around the area. So here's something interesting, Jerry.
Yes.
Northeast Iowa students get schooled on firearm safety.
They do.
So here's what's interesting. So a year after the classmates died, a classmate died in a firearms accident. Junior high students at Clarksville in Northeast Iowa have enrolled in their first hunter safety education program. So if you remember back in the old days when we were children,
Right.
what, 10, 15 years ago, we
would 10 or 15 years ago would have been the 10th anniversary of
of the graduation.
of my graduation.
Well, sometime before that, Jerry, we actually had hunter safety. NRA came in and taught us in our schools hunter safety.
Mr. Ovison.
It was so Jerry even remembers.
Yep.
So here's what's interesting: the superintendent Joel Foster says 15-year-old Kane Child's, I think it's Child's, death in an accidental shooting last May helped set the curriculum in motion. So it just seems right that we. Did have the accident here, and the young man and his parents were encouraging everyone to take some sort of firearm safety. So I'm a big believer in safety. I think most people are with handguns. Or guns in general. Most of us understand that guns aren't the problem, that people are the problem, and that's where it all stems from.
Mm-hmm.
So if we can have safety, we can teach these kids young
Right.
about that firearms are a friend, a tool, a hunting device, a security device, that hopefully we can bring these minds of these younger kids in the right direction.
Now,
what do you think of that, Jerry?
I know your boy Keaton
Yep.
shoots. Does
Yep.
does your daughters?
No, that's what's
Right.
interesting too.
Right.
They want to, and
Right.
I've never seemed to have the time, and we talked about that
Right.
a while back about bringing the kids out to a range or West Liberty Gun Club, and bringing these children into the shooting sport. But I don't get to as much. We do
Right.
some trap once in a
Right.
while, but not as much.
Well,
no.
I think.
I wish I did.
If the kid wants to do it, then yeah, I'm all for it.
Well, I'm not
I
gonna
think-
force 'em.
Right, exactly. But as far as I think it should be a class, so at least you're familiar.
Right.
I just afraid that there's a lot of people that try to make stupid arguments against guns that don't have no
Right.
inkling what
They
the
don't
sport
even
is
understand
about.
it.
Right,
They're-
exactly.
It's usually called a liberal, and they don't understand. Well, I mean, they make judgments based on
Right,
what YouTube
exactly.
says, or I mean,
Right,
they have
exactly.
no research, no history. And the weird part is the government actually puts out the stats that shows the contrary.
It's the same people that are going, yeah, this assault rifle fires 30 rounds per second, and magazine, or what do they call it?
Clips.
Clips
Okay,
of, yeah.
for example, being an 8th grade student here in Muscatine, the fine school, you were required to take sewing and home ec when you're 8, when you're boys.
Right.
It was a class of boys
Right.
taking home ec and sewing. What I figured out from taking that, because I didn't know nothing about cleaning up a house or cooking a meal or darning my socks, I don't want to do it. So that pretty much,
Well-
but I'm educated in the
Right.
science of it. So, and I know
Right.
it's just not for me. Picking up the house and cooking meals just isn't my forte. Why should I do that when the good folks at Hardee's or McDonald's
Right.
or
Or Mom.
Right. Well, Mom, not so
Mom,
much
that's
anymore.
well,
Right,
with 8th grade.
right.
When
Exactly.
what's in their elective,
Right.
the NRA, actually the NRA isn't doing it. I think it might be the county that's doing it in the school, but it's elective. The kids don't have to do it, just as maybe have to. You have to take home ec? No, that's
no,
elective.
it used to be.
Yeah,
We used to have to take typing.
Right.
We don't
Let
do
me
that
tell you
no
about
more.
that. Let me tell you about my typing event.
My pencil is big. I have a big pencil. My pencil is big.
I never did get a hold of. I never did figure out how to type.
Yeah.
My kids make fun of me now. Even
you haven't
Dan
figured out
does.
how to write either.
The writing and so can't do nothing.
How have you made it this far? in
I don't know,
life?
Jerry. Just by the grace of God, I go.
Good.
Now,
see, Jordan, good looks will only take you so
right,
far.
right. How you doing on that, Jordan?
I don't have to worry about that so much.
As you can see, it's only taking him 15 miles out of Wapello. That's as
Oh,
far as it's
God.
taking.
That's why I live in Wapello, Jerry. I try to separate myself.
Well,
from
if you can marry your daughters down there, there
Right.
you go.
I did marry my daughter
That's what you
to her wonderful new husband,
Her new husband? What,
Her,
she have an old
no,
husband
she
that
didn't.
didn't
Her,
work out?
her husband of choice.
Yeah, her husband of choice. You know the way
Jared Kozer. So you know,
right? The way I wish I would have been there at that.
it was a
wedding,
wonderful.
'cause
We got
I
a video
would've-
on it, Jerry.
I would like to see that.
I'll give you the
survey.
video, Jerry.
So as we
Roll
go
the tape.
through a
Roll the
rocket
tape.
All right, go ahead.
All right, now here's another one, dear fellow patriot.
Da-da-da.
Now this is what concerns me a little bit because I'm a Trump fan. I think what he's doing overall, personality aside, he's done very well with what's going on in
He's
America.
doing a terrific job.
So here's what's interesting. The Trump's Federal Commission on School Safety, right?
Mm-hmm.
These White House, the article says wonks,
Mm-hmm.
are officially siding with Speaker Pelosi to push her red flag laws in the House. And this just came out a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, if anybody remembers the red flag law or rule or whatever, trying to make a law, is they can come and seize your guns without due process because your neighbor doesn't like that you have that many guns. Or in Illinois, Dan was saying it has to be an in-law, or it can't be an in-law.
Yeah, mother-in-law law is what they
Or
call
whatever.
It over there.
Is it can or can't be?
They in Illinois it has to be like a family,
First
yeah,
line
like,
family
first
member.
line family
My
member.
gosh, how many families don't like the other?
Right.
The Uncle Ted with 10 ARs because he might hurt himself. So I'm a little shocked, and I need to look a little more into this. This is an article by the Great American Daily Newsletter, Kelly Wash. But I can't believe that Trump's on board
Well,
with this.
when you say neighbor, does it mean I have to be right? You're at 1006 and I'm
I don't
at
think you-
1008, or
well-
I'm a neighbor that lives on the block. And,
How interesting. If so passes bipartisan red gun law, confiscation legislation gaining steam in the Congress will allow the government to seize every firearm you own with zero due process. Okay? They just have to have someone who's mad at you or willing to testify in secret, called ex parte, hearing where you're not present to defend yourself. So what?
Yeah.
So perhaps you share.
Somebody voted for this.
They don't want to take your guns, though, Troy. They're
Right.
not taking
Well,
your
that's
guns.
true.
So that's my thing. So they come in, they confiscate your gun. What are they doing with the guns? Are they rehoming,
So if a judge-
rehoming these guns to
Well-
less fortunate people that don't
Well,
have
no,
these?
they're holding them. Now, I think you can go in and then plead your case, so you're guilty.
Right.
And then when you're proved innocent after you're guilty, you can get your guns back. So
Isn't
if a
that- isn't that how
judge
it works?
signs off on the acquisition, you'll have a gun confiscation squad
Right.
paying you a surprise visit.
Right.
So I'm telling you what.
Okay,
this is
here's the
scary.
thing. With like you have an extensive collection of guns
Yeah.
at the shop, and they're antique.
Some
you
of
know,
them are
World
old
War II,
World War
you know,
I,
which you
too.
spent a lot of money for, which I've never said anything about. But you've spent a lot of money for these
Yeah.
guns to have them. How are these guns taken care of while this pending court case is going on? So
They hold them.
They come in, but how are they holding them? They hold
In
them in a damp basement,
Well, maybe,
then you
who
get them
knows?
back.
They
and
put them
it's
in
all-
a room.
It probably goes to like
their evidence room.
yeah,
Comes-
evidence. Yeah.
Right. So, well,
We're the same place
my
that I lost my
gosh,
gun in Chicago that they kept for 2 years.
Right.
Did I tell you that story, didn't I, Jerry?
Yes, many times.
So I go into a hotel room and
Oh,
forgot
now-
my gun in the hotel
we're
room.
gonna hear it a third time.
Well, let's hear it sort of the
Okay,
viewers,
that's
the
good. Well,
viewers
bring
and
everybody up
listeners.
to
everyone.
speed.
So I go in a hotel room and forgot my gun in the hotel room, and I get a call from the police saying, "Ooh, what's this?" So they put it in their locker, and basically 2 years later, I got my gun back. They said, "No problem, just come get it anytime you want." I said, "No, I'm not coming back there to get it. You're going to send it to me." But they destroyed I had a knife they destroyed because they didn't like my knife. They didn't like my holster, and they destroyed my ammo, and they finally returned my firearm. What's scary is I think I got it back because I'm a dealer.
Right.
And that shouldn't have been the case. I should have got it back as a citizen
Right.
wanting their firearm back that
Right.
was legally owned. But that's another case.
But I'm saying if you have a gun in your collection, this is why people would be calling, because obviously you're going to have more than one or two guns.
Right.
You're
Or some
you're
threat.
going to have, because I've done work for a gentleman, a single gentleman. Obviously, he's the only one. He had to be single. His house was just loaded with guns, gun safes. I mean, just almost to a hoarding sense of
Right.
of the word.
Is there a sense of
And
that for guns? Hoarding?
It depends.
Is there a hoarding
I
fishing
guess it
equipment?
depends. Yeah. It depends on the angler. It depends on the person that's looking at you.
Right.
Is there such a thing?
Now, David Allen Jewelers might be one of those guys. I noticed that he
Exactly.
color coordinates his rods and reels.
Right. And we are damn appreciative of it. That's why I make sure I bring a purple one and I bring in the purple rod. You got to have
That was
that.
funny.
The other fishermen are going to be making fun of you out there, Dave.
I mean, he coordinates his rod and reels like he coordinates clothes.
Right.
See, now look at this. It goes right with this.
Right. Yep. So, hey.
I just go black and it never matters.
I just look at the green of the money. That's all that counts. But anyway,
So,
I mean, the point I was trying to make, these guys are coming in. We're going to seize your gun, and we're going to hold it for this year, and then we're going to have 2 years of litigation on this to figure and determine if you're going to have a gun. Okay, well, you can have your guns back. Hey, what's this barrel bent?
Right.
Why is this?
Sorry.
So if they had
We're
intrinsic
not
value,
responsible
we're
for
not
that.
responsible for
Yeah,
that.
sorry.
So sue the police department, see what happens.
But why wouldn't they, if they're worried or concerned, which some people you could be concerned with mentally, why don't they take that person, investigate it, and then determine if they should have guns with process?
Okay,
they're going opposite of that.
Well, yeah, but then what is the high water mark, or what is the pass-fail of that person's
mental incapacity? A court would have. No, I'm not saying there's some people
Hmm.
that probably shouldn't have a criminal shouldn't have a firearm. A mentally incompetent person should not have a firearm, but they can't judge that based on how many firearms you have.
Right.
They're going the opposite way. That's the no due process. They need, if they're concerned, then they need to I guess, put charges against them.
Do the phones work now? Yeah. Phones work? Hey, this is Jerry's Outdoor Show. If you want to weigh in on any of this stimulating conversation that we're having this morning, feel free to give us a call at 563-263-8600 and voice your opinion.
Yeah,
and
we'd love to have your opinion.
I do, because I'd really like to know, because Iowa is one of the, we're not talking California, we're not talking New York.
Mm-hmm.
Iowans, I think a lot of the majority of the customers that come into Jersey Bait Tackle, Missile Arms and Ammo, located at 810 Park Avenue, Muscatine, have a lot of guns. They have a collection. So what defines
too many
guns?
Well, we'll see what the listeners say too.
Right.
And I know some people say, "Wow, you shouldn't have over 2 guns."
Right.
If you don't hunt with them, why do you need them? Well, again, why do you have a 500 horsepower motor in your vehicle that you don't need? Because you can only go 55 mile an hour. It's just
not on the interstate.
Well,
you can go
but again, this is what America's about. We're law-abiding people. We like toys. We like having collections. And if we're using them lawfully, what in the hell does it matter?
Right, exactly. Exactly.
Right.
And, then,
And we have the laws in place for those that shouldn't have them, criminals, mentally deranged, that shouldn't have firearms.
And what makes it, if, like, say, you're a car collector.
Right.
And you have your daily driver. Okay. I drive this and that.
Right.
But you have an extensive collection, but you don't drive those. I'm going to imagine that
Right.
most of these guns are the same
I've never
thing.
shot them.
Right.
They're there
Exactly.
for fun.
Exactly. So if you have an opinion, you want to weigh in, just give us a call. If not,
If you don't have opinion, don't call.
Right,
If your opinion disagrees with us, don't
Right,
call.
Don't call.
No, I'm just.
But no, I mean, I think I don't know where the stigmatism comes in. That just because you're just as dangerous with one gun. As
That's
you
why
are
I got
with
glasses the
50
other day.
If a
Because my
guy's in there.
stigmatism.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't that what the Jesus thing too?
No, I just had
that's
glasses.
Stigmata, something like that.
What are you talking about now?
Stigmata.
Oh.
Stigmatism. Thing in there.
Ah, got it. That might be a
You're
Latin
a youth
word of it.
pastor.
Well, we don't use those words.
We
Jerry.
don't? We don't?
We don't use
What kind
Latin.
of churches?
We can't read Latin.
That's
we
for
use
Catholics,
English.
like Gloria Patri, that kind of stuff.
That is probably Latin in it. Or,
Mhm.
yeah.
You sending some money over there to Notre Dame, are you?
No, that was sad. Dang
How would
it.
you like to be the contractor on that
Wow.
job?
Well, here's what's funny, Jerry. You being a contractor, Wolf Contracting, call.
Yeah, well, we put a
But
bid on it.
anyway, you put a bid on
Right.
Notre Dame. Is that the
Right,
pronunciation?
right, yeah.
The scaffolding started the fire?
No.
That's what they
No,
said.
No.
What started the fire?
No, well, I looked at it somewhere. It said something short-circuited.
Okay, because some guy was on ranting that the scaffolding started the fire. Well, he said they said the scaffolding, so that was weird. Now,
What
that
it
ain't gonna
is like if you remember here,
Unless the scaffolding
a
hit a-
month ago, right? It was it hit a high tension wire, and
Right.
stuff like that. But
'Cause it is metal.
right? It's 800-year-old wood.
Ooh.
if
Pretty dry?
If Pierre's over there having a cigarette break, you just rub
Now-
the butt out on the steeple, it'll be fine. You
Right.
know? Hey.
Now it was Europe, and you know how they are over there.
How are they?
They're going to have a cigarette over here, and I'm not going to work very hard because I get a 10-day vacation every other week.
So if they smoke and have a lot of
it wasn't had to do with smoking. That was just you said that.
Right. Well,
I don't care.
I think that's
no.
what it is. Well, look what happened up in Iowa City.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
I saw.
yeah,
I was around when that.
How would you like to write the? How do you write the insurance?
I don't think you don't.
You don't. You don't.
That's why Farm Bureau doesn't write that stuff, because we want no risk.
No risk. That's good for the insurance.
We'll insure you as long as you have no claim.
As long as you don't go outside or drive anywhere or do anything. Hey, this is Jerry's Outdoor Show. We're going to slide into a commercial break, and we are going to be right back.
Garage door or someone to service your current garage door. Call me Dave from Quality Garage Doors. We service all makes and styles of garage doors. Give me a call today at 563-506-1032 for all your garage service needs.
Country Store Guns in West Liberty has it all. Handguns, rifles, shotguns, scopes, cases, and more. They buy, sell, and even repair right there in their store. You can find Country Store Guns in West Liberty and view all their guns in store or check out their online shop, www.countrystoreguns.com. You can also find them on gunbroker.com. For a large variety and high quality firearms, shoot on over to Country Store Guns at 1604 Elder Avenue in West Liberty.
Spring is finally here, and Tailwater Marine wants to help you get back on the water. Conveniently located downriver from downtown Muscatine, Tailwater specializes in all things on the water. From pleasure boats to fishing boats, they have the skills to repair and the accessories to customize your boat. If your boat or engine needs major repairs, drive service, or an engine rebuild, schedule an appointment today. Call Nigel at Tailwater Marine, 563-264-BOAT. That's 563-264-2628.
Hey, you're listening to Jerry's Outdoor Show on KPC 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
Well, what the hell is supposed to do, you moron?
Hi, this is Zach Boots, owner of ZWB General Construction. I'm a local business and always on the job site.
Garages, metal frame shops, man cave combo buildings, room additions, and new home construction.
Remember me, Zach Boots and ZWB Construction. See my work on Facebook.
Booking roofing, concrete, and siding jobs now.
Call now for free estimates. 563-260-2786. That's 563-260-2786, and you can be the next job well done.
Wolf Contracting in Muscatine has been proudly serving the commercial and industrial construction and remodeling needs of eastern Iowa for years. They specialize in new construction, additions, and remodeling for commercial and industrial buildings. Wolf Contracting has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, which is an amazing testament to the quality of their work. Wolf Contracting. Their prices are fair. Call Wolf Contracting today for a quote or a consultation and see for yourself. Call 263-5406.
Peppy Possum, that you? Why, Randy Raccoon, what in tarnation are you up to? I'm on the lam of that dead burn Ray at Big Papa's Nuisance Wildlife Control. Today he done rounded up my brother Rufus and his bunch. I tell you, Peppy, he is a menace.
For removal of skunks, bats, groundhogs, raccoons, and more, call or text Ray at Big Papa's Nuisance Wildlife Control, 563-299-9664. That's 299-9664. And check out his Facebook page
we'll come
and
to you as soon
website,
as we're out of this break, all right?
BigPapasNWC.com.
All right, we are back. I don't know. I think today's
back in black.
Today's going to be a watch. It's going to be quite a blustery day.
You think so?
Oh.
What do you mean
How did
blustery?
you get here? Blustery,
What do you mean blustery?
windy.
That's another.
Boy, being on with me is like being on Jeopardy to you.
You know what blustery is?
I'm like
well,
the
I like
Jeopardy portion. You're like the Wheel of Fortune.
Well, I like to be the Ed McMahon side.
Really?
You say something, I comment and say, yeah. That's,
yeah.
What is that,
Yeah,
Jerry?
Jerry.
That's funny.
Hey, so anyway, we got a caller. No, we don't.
No,
Caller went left. I thought we had a caller on there.
Well, they were scared, Jerry. You started talking and they
well,
knew they
no,
couldn't
you
hold
said, hey, if it's a liberal, you take it.
Well,
you take it. I can't go up against somebody with an opposing viewpoint.
No.
Please take it.
Not generally.
Not generally. But
no,
hey,
I can't. I do it too much.
Hey, we've got some new things going on at Jersey.
We do?
Tackled. Yes, things are warming up now. And people are coming in. And if you've not seen our extensive collection.
Where's your new stuff?
What?
You bring anything?
My theater of the mind.
All right.
Theater of the mind. It's too much.
I brought stuff.
Remember last night I heard I got too much stuff.
Well, Jerry's got a lot of stuff in there, and But I brought a gun, and Jerry didn't bring anything.
Yes, I know. I brought me.
Okay.
I brought me. That's like bringing
I want
the
to see
whole
a fishing
store.
pole.
All right. Let's
One that lit. Actually, Dan did sell
Actually,
that
we
lit
sold
one.
that one. We
He
sold
finally
those.
did.
But anyway,
All right.
what we were in connection with Mark of Sinkum Sinkers. And, brother, we carry about every kind of lead that you want. The newest lead that we have in our shop, and we have many different sizes and styles, is now the no knot. No knot.
That's my end-to-end side.
No
knot.
Drop shot.
Drop shot.
Have you seen these?
No.
Okay. You know what they're
Tell
used
me
for?
about them.
They're for dropping. They're dropping shots. Basically, what it is you're going to attach.
I thought
to
that
this
was in the
weight.
bar last night.
Could be.
Dropping shots.
Yeah, they opened up for Flying Nancy or whatever. That's what the band names are.
I've never heard of dropping shots, but
Really?
I want to hear it.
I went to that bar in Wapello, and you were dropping shots pretty good.
You must have been in the wrong bar.
Oh, there, Troy! Tell
No,
Troy,
you-
Telegram.
Yeah, Jerry.
Anyway, the drop
What bar were
shots.
you at?
Drop shot fishing
Yeah.
at the sandbar. Aha, see, I
Okay.
remembered I was there.
You drop?
Anyway, drop shots, they attach to the bottom of your line. They're for like when you're fishing brush piles or want to feel the surface below the water, unless you have a new Helix 9 Hummingbird fish finder that works really
Is that what you
well.
have?
Anyway,
cow.
Anyway, what they are, so when you're fishing the brush pile, you don't want your bait on the bottom. Okay?
You
So
don't, no.
You don't want your bait on the bottom. You want to feel the wood that you're feeling around. So when you're using these drop shots, what it is, your drop shot is on the bottom, and your hook is up about 18
So you're not
inches
getting your
above it.
hook into the
There you go.
into the debris.
Right. You can be taught. But the problem is, when you're fishing those brush piles, the sticks are laid every
Right.
which way. And every once in a while, it's stuck.
Right.
But if your weight snags up, it just slides right off, and you don't lose your rig. Drop shots. It's a way of getting your bait down there quickly. So it saves you a bunch. It helps you feel around. And when you get tuned into your rod and reel and your setup, believe me, this is going to change your fishing 190 degrees. Wait a second now.
190. Let's see.
That
It goes
brings you on the other side of the
past
boat.
half, then 10
180,
over,
right, exactly.
divided by
So
3.
it's 10 more better.
Yeah,
than half
10
of
better
that.
than 10 better than before.
There you go.
Anything 10 more
Jerry's
is
Bait
better.
Tackle, Mitchell Arms and Ammo. Come in and check out our extensive line of lead weights that are there. Everybody's
That's cool.
getting loaded up. Everybody's bringing their reels in. We're getting them restrung, which is a free service at Jerry's Bait
Right.
Tackle, Mitchell Arms and Ammo. Don't worry about taking the line off. We'll take it off for you. Give you a squirt of oil. Give you any kind. We have plenty of bulk line in there, be it mono,
Right.
fluorocarbon, or braid. If you buy the line from me, we do it for free. Or if you got a stack of line, you want me to do it, we'll charge you $2.
And then we take the line after we take it off your reel and we throw it in the river, right?
Right, that's what we do. So now the
So
phone
people
lines
have
are
asked.
lighting up. Now the
So
phone
people
lines
have
are
actually.
lighting
The
up.
reason I said that in jest is because people have asked us, can we dispose? I saw
Right.
a message. Can we dispose of old line? Well,
The
our
problem
receptacle.
is we had a receptacle for it, and there's plenty of places that have these receptacles for the proper disposal
The ice did it for
of line. But the problem is people were sticking regular garbage in the disposal. So you're getting one spool of line and 15 Hardee's cups.
Right.
So we got to come up with a different way. I suppose I could talk to the transportation.
How did you
about
know I
holding it
did
back.
that, Jared? How did you know I went to Hardee's that day?
I figured you were going to say Busch Light cans, not Hardy cans.
Yeah.
Oh, he's straight up vodka and Diet
Oh,
Cranberry
yeah,
juice.
sure, Jerry.
I look in the back room and
Yeah.
like, who's brought a quart
That's
of vodka?
Dan's father-in-law.
Poor old Troy has to work nights now because we switched the hours around so Dan could be with his kids. So now he's in, and what's the first thing in there? A freaking half quart of vodka.
Well, sometimes
That's
you
how
got to
it
have a
has
little
go.
snoot
So
at
come
night.
in after 5 o'clock, and the deals get a lot better. Speaking of deals,
That's what the girls do at the salon.
The
Go ahead,
salon?
continue. Yeah.
The hair
Thursday
salon?
nights, yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
But don't
continue,
do
Jerry.
What do we got? What is the gun of the
So,
week this week, Troy?
As we have the intro music of the gun of the week, I don't even know if we do have intro music. Do we? Oh, we do? So, as we cue the music, we have a certain...
As we stall.
Oh, yeah.
Right there.
Whoa, listen to that music. That was played at the Sandbars last Saturday night.
You were dropping shots.
So the gun of the week, ladies and gentlemen, is the Smith & Wesson M&P 380 EZ.
EZ.
Jerry, you may ask me, why is it called EZ?
What makes it easy, Troy?
Well, Jerry, the EZ is how easy the slide racks. So what makes this a popular gun is exactly the EZ, what the EZ stands for. It is an easy operating slide. So it's actually a .380 caliber.
Right.
So generally, not always, this is used by women.
A lot of ladies like it.
If any complaints about semi-auto polymer guns is I can't bring the slide back.
Right.
Women say my hand's not strong enough to bring the slide back. So Smith & Wesson listened and said, "Hey, let's bring in a easy slide." So it's got a back strap safety, and it's an easy slide. It's got a load indicator on top, all around a thin, nice, compact 380, 2 magazines, $379.99, Jerry.
Marketing's so easy, it writes itself.
It's unbelievable.
And we do. We sell a lot of guns to ladies. A lot of ladies, they're not actually into Target. Some are, but a lot of them want that peace of mind.
I mean, this is the Shield model. I mean, so Shield is a popular model of M&P. So it's their Shield style, which means they're thin, single stacked. And when we say single stack, it's a bullets stacked on top of each other, not double wide. So it's thin and concealable. Put in a purse.
How many does it hold?
That actually holds 8.
Holds 8.
Yep.
Okay, and it comes with 2 mags?
And we have 2 magazines.
2 mags. $379.99.
$379. Made in the USA, today. Which is nice.
Right.
Some people want the USA. It does have a rail on the bottom that you can add a laser or a light on the bottom of the rail. And we have those accessories for purchase, or you can go online at mitchellarms.com and see a full array of guns, accessories you can purchase right online, delivered to our store for free. So, free freight, Jerry.
So let's take this for example. Say I'm listening. I'm a lady out there listening to the show.
You are?
Yeah. Let's say I'm a lady out there listening to the show. She, you know what? I think I'm going to come and purchase me a gun today.
All right.
I think the world's really going to hell in a handbasket. I need to have me a piece of iron, you know, to give me a little piece of. What does she got to do? What does she have to do? Because she just can't walk in and just buy
Jerry, that's
this.
good you brought that up. We haven't talked about that in a while.
Exactly.
So, currently in Iowa, to purchase a firearm,
okay,
and I'll say a pistol,
okay,
because that's a little different than a long gun or a shotgun or a rifle. So a pistol can be purchased with either A, carry permit, or B, a purchase permit.
Okay.
So carry permit or purchase permit.
Okay.
Both have to be received or applied for at the sheriff's office.
I just can't go
your
out the
county
Walmart.
sheriff.
I
no.
can't go online.
It's not like getting a fishing license.
So if I lived in Muscatine, I have to go to Muscatine.
Muscatine County Sheriff.
I lived in Louisa County.
Louisa County Sheriff. So, but if you're getting a concealed carry permit through the sheriff, you must bring in your certificate of completion that you got online or in a class completion of a concealed carry class.
Okay.
So that must be done first for concealed carry only.
Okay.
For purchase, you just simply go to the sheriff's and get an application to purchase. But then you cannot carry it on yourself, loaded or in your vehicle without it being locked, and all the rules that applied before they came up with the concealed carry.
So let's take our good friend Jordan. And he's got a bevy of beauties over there in Aledo.
Right.
And they said, by God, I'm going to go over to that Mitchell Arms and Ammo, and I'm going to buy me a piece, but they're from Illinois.
Illinois.
Is it the same thing?
There's a problem.
Oh, no.
So Iowa laws for Iowa residents only for handguns.
Right.
So if Jordan wants a firearm from Mitchell Arms and Ammo, Jerry Bait and Tackle, E10 Park Avenue.
In Muscatine.
He has to have it transferred to Illinois.
Not anymore.
But now Jordan's an Iowa citizen.
Now that he has a fake Iowa ID.
Whoa, where'd you come up with that, Jordan? That looks real.
DMV.
That looks real. You're 21 now, right?
You can come over and have some of our vodka in the back.
Right. So we better go check on Dan. So, yeah, if Jordan was still in Illinois, he could purchase the firearm for us, but he could not take it with him.
It would need to go to a dealer and
transfer it to a dealer in Illinois.
Gotcha.
And then they use their system of purchasing,
which would be the FOID card.
FOID card and all that conglomerated malarkey that Illinois does.
Well, that sounds like a lot of work. Now, do we have to fill out paperwork for this to do this?
Yes.
And what are we charging? $100, $200?
$2 or $3. No,
really?
$25.
$25.
So if they transfer a gun in from Illinois, to Iowa because they purchase online or somewhere outside the state and want to purchase it in our store.
Right.
We transfer firearms for $25.
And we transfer firearms all over the country.
Right.
And here's some things that people don't understand about us being able to transfer firearms. Is like some states out there in the United States don't really want you to have this gun. So it's not that we're telling you that we can't sell it to you, that we don't want to sell it to you. Your state will not let you, won't let us.
Kind of like the new overturn. I don't know if it's actually gone all the way through in California about the magazine restriction. They had a law saying you can't have so many rounds in your magazine.
Right.
Well, a court judge, I don't know if it was federal or do you remember Jordan or not? But anyway, he said that's not right. You can't restrict people an amount of ammo that they have in their gun.
Wasn't it because the amount of ammo does not change how dangerous the gun is?
Right. That's a good point. Just like the bump stock doesn't change it to a true full automatic, but they assume it does.
I've heard there's been no turn-ins in the states like New Jersey where there hasn't been like maybe a single one turned in yet.
Just as a pistol shouldered on your shoulder doesn't then make it a rifle.
Right.
But they don't allow rifles to be shouldered.
We basically...
I mean, no, not rifles. Pistols to be shouldered with a stock. But if it doesn't have a stock and you put your pistol up there, that didn't change the operation of a pistol. You just chose to put it on your shoulder. So it's ridiculous. It's just fun.
Basically, why I'm saying this is me and Lonnie were working, I don't know if it was last weekend or the weekend before. We had a gentleman come in, and I forget, he was like from Seattle or something like that. He was here on business. And he wanted to purchase a gun, but he wanted to put it in his daughter's name, and blah, blah, blah. But we just could not convince him the fact that we cannot let you have this gun unless your name
is the purchase. It's your money, and you're the...
Your name is going on this, so we cannot sell you the gun. I mean,
so
it wasn't that far-flung, but there were some people that are just like, it's not that simple as you think. Hey, I'm just going to get this and that. So when you hear this, oh, they're just buying guns on the street, and blah blah. They can do this and that. No, what's the paperwork?
So
everybody has to fill out.
Everybody that is purchasing a gun has to be the purchaser. On the paperwork.
Right.
You cannot purchase a gun for somebody else with your money and then give it to them. I'm sorry, with their money.
Right.
So someone can't go in the parking lot, give you $500, and then you go in and buy it for them. That's called a straw purchase.
Right.
So, good or bad, I mean, that's a big deal to the ATF. I mean, they don't like that. That's scary to them because you could be buying a gun for a criminal.
For like a felon.
Right.
Yeah.
So we do not allow straw purchases.
Right.
All the rules are in place everywhere not to sell guns to the wrong people.
Right.
99% of guns that criminals use aren't purchased legally anyway.
Right.
So though I'm okay with the rules and the laws being there, they're really not purchasing guns in stores.
Right.
They're just not doing it.
Exactly.
But liberals say, well, no, because they're sending other people in. No, that don't happen either.
And so the thing is, I mean, it's not a complicated process that we go to sell a gun, but it's not. You're not going to roll into Mitchell Arms and Ammo, Jersey Bay, Tackle 10 Park Avenue, and lay down $400 and walk out with a pistol if you do not have the right credentials.
Correct.
Are there wait times in Iowa?
No.
No.
Not after you have your permit.
Well, after he's had a few of them vodka
Right.
tonics,
Oh,
you might
there's
be
no wait
waiting
time
a
at
little
all.
bit.
No,
Go
it's
ahead,
actually
put your name on there, Sam.
it's actually very serious. So though we're joking, but we're very serious about selling guns to the right people. But there is some.
This is more for novices, the first-time gun purchasers.
Right.
Because we've got guys that come in and they buy a gun every other week, and they know they got to fill out the paperwork,
Right.
and they got to present this and all that. But some people that get out there and they just want to, wow, you just go in there and throw $50 down and get you know.
I mean, there is people that honestly believe because it's a right. Now, there's a little difference on laws and rights.
Yeah.
I mean, to protect yourself with whatever means you feel possible, a gun is included as an amendment to the Constitution to verify that right. They don't think you need any permits.
No.
You should go in anywhere at any time as a U.S. citizen and purchase a firearm. I'm not totally against that. I have no problem though keeping it out of the wrong hands. But again, 99% of the people aren't buying guns are criminals.
Right.
And they're not even using them and the people that do buy them legally aren't using them in crimes.
Right.
Almost insignificant. I mean, the statistic is so low, it's not even hardly measurable.
Right.
Now, people suicide. That happened.
Yeah.
That happened. Oh, I think I give that one presentation what suicide is, and is big, but normally the law-abiding person isn't creating any incident with their firearm.
Right. Exactly.
So why take a right away because of the few?
It's
Very
the same
few.
thing. Let's take away the cars from the sober drivers to educate the freaking drunk drivers.
Right.
Yeah.
It would probably help a little at some point, but is that fair to the guys that are driving okay? No.
So
there you. That's
Can I
it,
ask
Jared.
one question about that?
Yes.
So
yes, you can buy it.
Okay.
You showed us your ID.
No, we don't. No, hey, Jordan, there you go.
Oh, there's cameras right there.
So it's an easy slide.
Yes.
Now, I've noticed one of the biggest things. I've got cousins and female friends that shoot.
Yeah.
One of the biggest issues that sometimes happens is that for the slide release.
Yes.
It's tough on
Right.
some guns. Real tough. But looking at that one, it looks like it actually hangs out pretty far. That didn't look like it was tough at all.
Right. So what people also.
It's easy. It's in the
Easy.
name. They would
How
not.
much time we got, Jared? Another thing that.
No,
we're done.
No ag shows.
Okay. No ag show.
No, we're going on.
We're going for 2 hours.
2 more. Jerry's main tackle. Mitch Arms Animal Show.
Open your windows, people, and say, I'm mad as hell, and I won't take it anymore.
So here's a good point, Jerry, about slide releases.
Yep.
People, and he brought up a good point. You don't normally have to use your slide release except once. So when you, or even at all, when you load a gun and it has ammo in it, and you load the magazine, and you bring your slide back, if there's a round in this magazine, it's automatically going to chamber it. So the only time you use a slide release is when it's locked open on the last round. But when you put another mag in, and it's all you have to do is push it back
and release.
You don't have to use this.
I don't, you know what?
So-
and we've had these in the shop for a while, and they sell very good. They sell pretty good.
Right.
How often now when they say gen, next gen, generation 2, gen, what are they really changing?
Little features on it. Glock's notorious for gen changes.
Right.
So there's Glock 1, 2, 3, and 4, and actually
Right.
Gen 5.
Right.
People still like the gens didn't make it necessarily obsolete,
Right.
but the older generations may have features that people actually still like, and they'll go back to the Gen 3 and 4 generations and buy them over the 5. So we still keep not 3s now usually. I think 3s are gone, but we have 4 and 5 generations. So yeah.
Remember,
Wonderful.
If you have any questions on anything we've talked about today, fishing or guns, come on
Yeah.
in, talk to
Where are we located?
Our well-educated staff at
Right.
Jerry's Bait and Tackle, Mitchell Arms and Ammo at 810 Park Avenue in Muscatine, and we can answer any questions you want.
Any question.
Yeah. But before 5 o'clock, because we start drinking about 5.
That's right.
So there you go. We'll still answer your questions, but it might not be the right thing.
Jerry, you're the one that had the beer out there for a open house.
Worked great.
What
didn't
was
it?
the deal with that?
It worked great, didn't it?
We couldn't sell any guns. We had to shut the shop down.
Just a little. It was a tasting.
We were not selling beer, just so
Right,
you know.
exactly.
We do not.
It was a
purchase-
tasting for people that
Right.
live in Iowa that's never tasted Busch Light
The Wapello water.
like giveth and taketh away. Just like this show. Hey, we got to slide
right.
out of here. We'll see you all next week. Have a good weekend. Fishing is starting to pick up. All right? See you guys. Bye.
Have a good Easter, guys.
Jerry will be back next Friday at 10, right here on AM 860, FM 95.1, KWPC. Until then, have a great weekend. Jerry's Outdoor Show is brought to you by ZWB Construction, The Country Gun Store, Quality Garage Door, Big Papa's Nuisance Wildlife Control, Tailwater Marine, and Wolf Contracting. KW